this a lot. Power must be taken or assumed. Women can't take power because women don't have any self-control. Just look how you respond to people you fall out with. Women want to destroy someone's reputation, their earning potential, and all these things because of whatever issues y'all have. I've never been like that though, so I don't, women will put your children in danger, right? Women will do all kinds of shit because they're angry. So you would push the button, that proverbial button, right? If you were in a position of power, because you're fucking mindless, right? And you can't assume power because you don't have any power within yourself. Power is not given to you by men. The women have been fighting for things that men cannot give them. And if men could, if they were smart, they wouldn't. Women cannot see themselves. And then you wonder why you can't get what you want out of life. Because you are not what you want out of life. It starts with you. And women can't even fucking get along. Y'all can't even part ways amicably. Y'all know what I mean. You can't even do that, without destroying someone and their children and their family and their livelihoods. This is what women do. Y'all do it to each other and you do it to men. And you want power and equality?
She said it.
You belong in the house, under control. The feminine is naturally wild and chaotic. The way y'all are is in your femininity.
You know that's what the Bible says, that women are the wild one, right? It says that a man is logical, right? And too much of anything is bad for anybody. So a man being too logical it's not good for him. Why? Because if you do logic, then you start making science, and then you start thinking you're God and God's not real. And then God's gonna teach you, just like he told everybody else. You're a little ass nigga, you always gonna be a little nigga. You're always gonna be my little nigga. I'm the fucking alpha around here. You just don't get that. And when the Bible says women's minds are like the wind, what do you think it means by that? It blows like the wind. Your mind doesn't blow like the wind collectively? I mean, you may not understand that, but I know I've watched it happen. Shout out to my boys. Salute to the ninjas. We up, baby. Yo. The wolves is coming, dog. Women, men, children, it don't matter. Just a bunch of people smashing the truth in your face. Welcome to the real world. This shit's about to get brutal. Well, actually, it's just about to get real. What it always been. It's always gonna be. You know? Nah, yeah.
I asked on Facebook, how do you know you are who you say you are? How do you know you are what you say you are? Right? What have you?
You only are what you do. And that's it. No matter who you are in the world, you can say whatever you want. You only are what you do. Yeah, I got you, brother. No problem. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. We can go.
You have a good one, man. Hey, doggy. Little doggy. Hey, the doggy. He said, huh? He looked over like, what? You only are what you do, you know? Like me, myself, I can say, you know, I'm a perpetrator, or I fall victim to this too, because visioning yourself and wanting to be more, you know, it's like we all can see the higher version of ourselves, or you get it, and then we know we got to do work to get there, but motherfuckers don't do the work. They just say, nah, this is who I am. No, it's not. It's who you could be. And it's really sad, but it's just the way it is, you know. I keep trying to tell, well, I keep learning and understanding myself. It kicked in maybe like a couple years back, 10 years back in my 30s, that the world is like a pyramid, you know what I'm saying? And most people usually, as soon as you hear that, you go right to pyramid scheme. But before a pyramid scheme happens, there needs to be a good pyramid, a good plan, get it? And then a schemer sees that, knows he can't do all the work, so he says, all right, I'm going to build a fucking scheme off that model of something that's good. You get it? And the thing about pyramids is there's only one on top. That's it. Most of the bricks are on the bottom. That's humanity. There's only one fucking brick on top, and that's my Father, the Lord. Everybody under him's a little nigga, regardless. It doesn't matter if your God is real. My gods and my spirits, and yeah, I believe in them too. My father said that he made them. I ain't got no hate on that. I'm not one of these guys that believe in the Bible and then hate everybody else's shit. No, my father said he made these things. And, you know, he gave them jobs to look over people. You know? So, when you hear other people talk about my book and my father's book, and they start blaspheming and saying, the Lord said everybody's shit is fake. No, he didn't. He said everybody's shit's real, and when your fucking big dog betrays me, I'm gonna smash him and you. That's what the Bible's about. Everybody got a God, everybody's right, everybody got their ways, but when your ways go against my Father, the natural order of things, you destroy yourself. See, that's how the Lord works. He doesn't need to actually do anything. The world we live in will fuck you up for going against him. Period. Your body will fuck you up for going against him. Your mind will fuck you up for going against him. You will fall into a strong delusion. You will believe the fake reality you created, and then you're going to destroy your life because you're not going to get what you want.
What have you experienced in your life that validates you are what you claim you are, right? And I ask that because I know how women operate in life, and women don't actively participate in life. Women avoid what they don't want, right?
And never ever remember or think about this. Men give you that privilege. We made the world so dope that you can think like this. When the world wasn't like this, when men didn't build this reality for you, you didn't get the chance to think like this. You wouldn't dare. Why? Because you'd be out there in the woods, not the streets, where you can beg and run to government daddy. help me, daddy. No, you'd be out there in the forest, in the woods, with bears and wild other men that, you get it? You'd have to deal with the real bad men. And there would be nobody there to protect you. All the good men that do all these good jobs so you could be protected and live in a fantasy world. You just don't get that. You'll run around disrespecting men, run your fucking mouth and say, I need a man. You can't even live in the fucking fantasy world of, I'm gonna make myself miserable and stay without men. I'm gonna hate on men, and you can't even do that without us civilizing the world so you could play fantasy world. It makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense.
Participate in life. Women avoid what they don't want. Right? And just because you're not having an experience, or you're not reacting to something, that doesn't mean that you are what you say you are. Right? I know that what I experienced in my life, a lot of women couldn't survive. I can tell by the complaints women have, by the demands women have of men, by the conversations women have. I can tell that women have not really experienced things in life.
Understand the things she's about to explain like this, the good man you want and potentially may have the chance to be with, when he gets around you, he's gonna see these things. Women don't realize this, like the way the world taught you to be, right? The goofy niggas that you don't want, the ones that'll fuck you and throw you to the sides and shit, the ones you don't want, see, they pretend they don't know these things or they don't give a fuck. And the ones that can't be with you, it don't matter. The man you eventually pick, he can see you. Soon as you start speaking, his brain's gonna start seeing certain ways you think you're hiding yourself, but you can't hide. Why? Because soon as you show and speak, you show your experience, you show what you've been doing without even thinking about it. Cash at me. I just mentioned, you talking about, what's up, kid? What's up, homie? What's good? Alright, a little love, a little love. I gotta go to work. My bad. Oh, no. Guess the kitty cat like a nigga.
That help them to develop character and personality. What women do is watch other women adopt personality traits, mimic people, avoid what they don't want. That's what women do. Like, a lot of women listen to me and just don't do what I say, what they think is wrong. They don't really understand, right? They just listen and do without fully understanding that they have to integrate my teachings in their life.
It's because bad men created a world too. That's the way it goes. When good men make things, bad men come from within that. They create a world within that good people's world, and they soup yous up. That's all it is. They soup you up. Yeah, honey, do all their things, because they know there's billions of you now. They just run through you all day, all night. And they don't care if you get married or not. Sound the horns. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit has to do with sex, power, and money. See, as long as women are wild and out of control, then I can make money off you. You're gonna spend your money, and as long as you're dumb enough to keep living a life that revolves around spending money, and if we can get men to, not realize it, well, guess what's gonna happen? Men will spend their money trying to get you, and you don't even want to be with nobody until you're a certain age. but go through all these different experiences. Thus, your husband gets to enjoy what? The boring version of you? Like, I'm not one to say you should get married or whatever very young, but giving yourself away to multiple men, doing everything in life real fast. I went here, I went there, he bought me this, he bought me that. When your husband buys it for you, it's just another gift now. The feeling of, oh, I got to my husband he's the first one. You throw all that shit away. Therefore, your boyfriend, your husband, the nigga you're gonna be with forever, he can never make you feel the way we used to make you feel, because you didn't run around with all these niggas. You didn't fucking go on a billion fucking trips being a regular ass broke chick. Get it? When you was broke and you was around broke people. You didn't get to do all these other things. So that humbled you. It made you understand your place. But then, I don't know how this is happening. Poor women are fucking super attractive now. So all the rich dudes are like, yo, bro, I'll spend money to fucking, all I gotta do is upgrade her lifestyle for a weekend. This bitch is gonna be going crazy. She's gonna think I hit the jackpot. And then you get the older women that are, hoeing is the oldest profession ever. You gotta understand, there are some women that ruined their lives already, and they don't care about you, them, anything. They're worse than. I seen pimps. Like, she's gonna describe about how women are so mean to each other. I seen men be really mean to each other, but the shit that I watch women do to each other, knowing, like, a woman will be destroyed, tricked into a trick, and then lure other women into it and say, fuck it, it happened to me, I want to see it happen to her. It's like, what? You could be helping thousands of people. You could be doing mad shit, but you let your hate and the trauma of being abused by men and turned out in whatever way they turned you out. Now you turning out chicks, not realizing, you know how many women you'd be like the greatest role model ever. You get it? If you told women the tricks and oh, like this one was about to do it, but she probably didn't have to go through all that.
That they have to integrate my teachings in their life, because you can't just do life. You have to be. You're a human being, not a human doing. Right?
Like when they tell you to act right, no, you have to be right. How do you be right? By learning the right natural things there are and doing them.
Life requires experience. So, if you're not experiencing life, if you're not actively participating in life, how do you know you are what you say you are? Right?
If you're always got your fucking hand out and you expect people to give to you all the time, then you're never given. How you experience in life, that's one of the most fucking pleasurable things in life, is to give. You know why you don't think so? Because you're dumb. They taught you giving is a bad thing. You can't be a bum ass nigga or a bum ass bitch and give shit. You gotta do things. You gotta earn shit to give. You see a lot of people trick that, oh, that's a weak ass nigga philosophy. The giver is the one that's gonna be working, playing and trying to do things. So how do you think their life's gonna end? Sitting around doing goofy shit? No, nigga. All they gotta do is learn how to stop giving it to the wrong people, and their life's gonna be fucking awesome. Period. So all they gotta do is stop giving it to the wrong people.
I talk about knowing women better than they know themselves. How do I know women better than they know themselves? Because I'm a woman. And I am the truth. And when women are faced with the truth, that is when women show who they really are. A man said to me once, if he's never seen a woman angry, he doesn't take her seriously. Because when a woman is faced with adversities, whatever, brings anger out of her, or whatever it is, whatever ill feelings, or just anything that's naturally human, jealousy, envy, whatever it is, that
It doesn't even have to be jealousy and envy, as long as it stops her from getting her way. When the truth stops her from being able to smile her way through something, talk her way through something, sex her way through something, and she has to literally be stopped by the truth, because you ain't gonna do it, someone else is more than likely doing it. Oh man, you's getting mad at men. Why is he telling me about myself? I don't want to be with a man that tells me about myself. You'll pick a fucking lying ass nigga that'll tell you you're this, you're cool, you're that, and a nigga never tell you one wrong thing about your silly ass, and then you wonder why that nigga cheated on you. Cause he was a liar, nigga. The truth hurts. Real men are going to tell you the truth. So that means if I see a flaw in you, I should be able to tell you about it in a way, where you should see that I see into you, and then you should not what do you do? Pretend you're not that, or use, and it's like, it's goofy shit. When a man acknowledges the flaw in you, it's not to bring it up. It's because he's trying to make you see the truth so you can start working on that. Maybe y'all could do something in life. But nah, women will just run from it or get mad at a man and never talk to him. Oh my God, who the fuck this nigga think he is? He just met me and told me about a flaw in myself? Yeah, what you mean? Nobody else? They knew you all this time and they ain't never tell you? Oh, that's fucked up.
Jealousy, envy,
That's fucked
whatever
up.
it is. That's when you see who a woman truly is. And so, those of you who have been following me for a while, you guys have seen women who were once riding with me. When they decide that they're angry with me, you see how nasty they can get.
Yep.
Because that's who they always been. They've always thought the way they thought about me. They've always felt the way that they felt about me. But what was happening is they felt comfortable around me.
Yep.
And so there was no need to show me their true selves, right? Women are very phony, fake, and fickle. So anyway, y'all, sidebar. For the last 2 days, there has been dragonflies just around me. I know that's a good thing, but just now, it's like they just gravitate to me. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I don't. Women are fake and fickle and phony, right? I don't allow women to get comfortable with me because I know that comfort is just a mask. Women cannot face themselves. This is why everything I say is a personal attack to women, even though they know I don't know them. A woman could be faceless on the internet and swear I'm talking about her. That's how wild women, their minds.
Yep.
This is why people think women.
Nah, it's because you are talking about her. It's the same thing as a man. See, I will never forget who I was, I'll never forget falling like the rest of you and saying, yo, we gotta change, bro. This shit is like, yo, oh man, like, yo, you really used to be a kid. You used to be good. You swore you wouldn't do these things. Why? What made you do these things? Remember when you didn't want to be like this? Yeah. When they do say lazy ass nigga and did it, that shit make you mad. But are you a lazy ass nigga? Yeah. That's why you're fucking mad, because you know it's true. Because truth hurts. And no matter who you are, when someone says the truth about you that you don't like, you're gonna get mad. So yeah, they're not talking personally to you, they're stating the truth. And that's why now everyone's getting to see how bad everyone is, because everyone responds thinking, I'm gonna defend myself or say things. As soon as you show that, you showed me that the truth hurts you. Those words hurt you, so the truth hurts you, so that must mean it's the truth about you. Duh. That's why I don't argue with people about this shit, because they think I'm the enemy. Oh yeah, you hurt my feelings. the truth is supposed to. And the people that are not hurting your feelings, they loved you so much they let you be this.
Their minds. This is why people think women are out of their fucking minds. Because I don't even know you exist, but you think I'm personally attacking you. You know why? Because what I say applies to all women in some way. This particular message may not apply to you, but one of my messages has. Right? And you don't really know a woman until you show her who she truly is. Right? Women will love me down and ask me for something or want to be in my space, want more of me. And when they don't get that, they show who they truly are. Most people will never self-actualize. Most people. Right? And so this is why I don't just adopt women. Right? Which is what women want. Women are often looking for a mother, a handler, a father figure. Right?
Isn't that very scary? That's exactly the actions you take, but then say, I don't need a leader. I don't want nobody to be my head. You ain't my leader. All you do is show that you want a leader. What are you talking about? If you didn't want a leader, you'd be leading. You wouldn't be putting your fucking hand out. And you wouldn't be able to deal with so many men to get such little things. You would have been realized, like, this woman, I can get out there and go do the things that I say I can do, and then I'll have those things and I won't have to sleep with multiple men. I won't have to get treated like shit. I'll have an option to be like, you know what? I don't have to, I'm not hungry. I don't have to call this guy up and say, you know what? I'm hungry. No, you'll get up and say, whatever the fuck I feel like eating, I'm about to go eat it because I worked and my check is looking right this week. Or, you know, I'm not the smartest woman in the world. I don't want to work hard. So let me stop acting like I don't need a head and let me pick a good head. Let me pick a good man and stop acting like this is a fucking game, because a lot of women are waking up and they're gonna be homeless. A lot of things are going on in America right now where money is not popping right now for America, bro. So y'all can keep playing like y'all don't need help, but as it keeps getting worse and men keeps watching you run your mouths, the harmony of men and women learning. Men learned their lesson. You women are teaching us our lesson from all those years of grandpas beating the life out of grandma and unfairly controlling the monies. And see, my father said what goes around comes around, and I don't care if you did anything, your grandfather did it, so you're gonna pay. So I understand why everything flipped and now men are getting trashed. The time is ending now. And men learned, like, those men before me was wilding out. That's what enabled these women to, now that they're free, say, I'm gonna fuck these niggas up. It's just built in them already, because, you know, women talk to each other about what's really going on. And this shit was supposed to end in a better way. A lot of people were supposed to wake up. Women were supposed to wake up and be like, yeah, we do need men. Not to just rule over me like a fucking wild animal, or it's control over. No, these are the things. I'm going to rule over myself because I'm going to work. Because eventually this shit is not going to work if I don't work. I'm going to get ruled over. And most men, if they don't wife you, you're going to be out here, bro. It's not a game. A lot of women, I see women playing still to this day. I'm like, yo, you're 30-something years old. You still playing like you 18, bro. You acting like you ain't one disaster away, one natural or government shutdown away from being out there on the street. Like, are you crazy?
Right.
Even me.
So I don't allow women to get to those spaces with me, because I know that women are only good with me because I'm in their good graces. women don't have adult relationships. Like, they like you when you get when you agree with them, and when there's disagreement, they hate you.
When you give them things.
I'm watching something unfold on a social media platform, and it's showing me the true nature. See, when I see what women do to each other, I know you will do it to me too. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Because you are where you are wherever you go. So if you dog walk a woman and expose her and, you know, weaponize her past and all these things that women do to each other, I know you would do it to me. And you're not doing it to me because you like me. Right? So, again.
Now, when I say the man you want's gonna see through you, when you run your mouth about how all men are bad and all this and that, it's the same thing. If you'll talk dirty shit about all them niggas, well then why won't I be just the next nigga? Soon as I don't do what you want, I'm just another nigga I was doing you dirty, right? Cause you're not gonna keep telling every man that every guy I met was bad. You know? I mean, it's possible, and that makes you a dumbass. Period. Not a bad dumbass. You just have a lack of knowledge on how to pick a good man. You're not a stupid person when it comes to life or whatever the fuck you're good at. But when it comes to relationship and how to have one and pick a good man, you have no idea. You're a dumbass. And somebody needs to lead you. Usually that's what you had parents for, and they probably picked out a guy and told you to stop fucking with this guy, and you said, nah, he's fun. Yeah, well, is life fun now? Is life still fun? Where's he at? Oh, he's still having fun with other bitches.
Women are who they are, right? And this is why it's hard to trust women, because you are who you are, and it's only a matter of time before you show yourself. And because I know how women are, right? I understand the cloth that I'm cut from, because I'm still a woman, right? I am who I am today because I've worked on myself. And I've been through the fire. I've been through a lot of things.
Whew. Sounds familiar.
Things that I don't share and I will never share because women are not a safe space. Women want to hear about your human moments to weaponize it against you.
Oh, word? Is that why men always say, don't be telling your chick this or this, because eventually she'll use it against you? And then women be like, nah, that's fucked up. We want our men to be vulnerable with us and be able to talk about anything. And yeah, we get that. That's the good one. That's the wife and shit. But until we get that, we can't be being a certain way because women weaponize it against you. The same way a woman be like, tell me about your feelings. You all right? I want to be there for you. And then a man been going through fucking 40, 20 years, 10 years of something, and you're holding this shit in, and then you fucking let it out, and then you're crying because the whole 20 years you realized a long time ago, I can't let this shit out. Well, I should let it out, you know what I mean? Because they don't teach men to let their pain out, and that's why a lot of niggas be all fucked up in their head. But if you never let it out, right, and it's gonna come out backed up. So instead of being angry or emotional, you're gonna be a little over emotional. Shit might make a nigga cry. Like, yeah, man, I got abused all my life. I've been fighting all my life. You know what I'm saying? Nigga turned to the color purple. I've been fighting all my life. Fuck out of here. And then a woman will literally, as soon as she sees you tearing up like that, or talking about losses and shit, they looking at you like, oh, this nigga pussy as hell. This nigga, I just got dry. It's crazy. There's like, men have to literally, if we be what you say you want us to be, it can cost the very relationship that we have. And you would be like, no, it won't. Yeah, it will. This is why men be telling their to be a husband, don't tell your wife things, and it's not don't tell her about what real important things, but no, emotionally we know We can never be accepted as a human being. We are a machine. We are brave. We never get scared. We're not allowed to cry. We're not all that shit. And if we ever show that we are, we're no longer a man anymore. We have to fucking put up illusions just to keep this world going. Because if all men actually got to be a regular man, I'm not saying every man's gonna cry or be completely destroyed or whatever, but it's the truth, bro. Like, because men know these things and men have been taken advantage, they teach other men, and then other men teach other men. And then if you get a dude that teaches the wrong thing the wrong way, now you got dudes that forget to tell niggas, like, yeah, don't cry around women and shit, because that's they be a clown, these sound horns. But nigga, you still gotta cry, you better go in the corner. Don't go to your boys neither. They might use that against you and tell the bitches. So, what do men have to do? Oh, we always have to face all of our real shit by ourselves. You just get the benefit of the doubt and have other females and men, and majority of men that become these things you want. It's because a nigga really was by himself the whole time. You don't even appreciate that. You don't even see the value in a man that can mentally fight against the whole world and stand by himself. You should be like, he doesn't have a lot and anything. What kind of a children do you think he's gonna have? You dummy. Mentally strong children, or maybe if you had some prestige or some gift of yourself, now you breeding children that have strong minds, bodies, and spirits, and then your next generation don't got to be brokies like both of you. Nah, keep choosing super scammers, and I could just, it'd be crazy how people don't care about their bloodline because they're poor. It goes right over everyone's head. It's so crazy. Like, nobody really cares about their blood, their people, their family. Like, I learned this shit a long time ago. As I started understanding the Bible, I was like, oh shit, that's what life's about. I didn't get it. I said, all right. So now I know what I'm fighting for. And now I know why people try so hard to stop so many men from learning and doing these things, because it's the most important thing in the world.
Your human moments to weaponize it against you. Right? We all know how women are, so you can't really share anything with women. Women cannot be trusted because women are fake and fickle and phony, and as long as they like you, your secret is safe, right? So we all know how women are. So there are things that validates me being who I am, but I won't share them. Because the little bit that I did share, women take it and run with it, right? So because I understand the cloth that I'm cut from, I understand how to move around people and how to gain trust from people, right? I know that women generally cannot be trusted with information. So to develop trust with people, I don't pry into their personal life. I don't. I take what people tell me and I leave it at that. I don't dig, I don't pry, because I know that women do that just to have information to weaponize it against you, right? I understand generally how women are viewed, the unfavorable ways, and due to experience and due to me wanting to develop relationships with certain people, I operate in ways that can, give them comfort in trusting me, because that's the most important thing in relationships. Not intimate only, platonic relationships with other women. Women have said disgusting things about me, and I know their address. I know things about them that can destroy them, and you know what? I will never do that to them, what they do to me, because my integrity won't allow me to, and I need other women to trust me. Right? I need other women to be able to open up and get the healing that they need with me. So I won't do to women what they do to me. Right? And
Plus, once you realize how many of there are, you'll be doing this shit all day, every day. Eventually you'll get tired of fucking, that's where wisdom comes in, and you start realizing, what's the point of arguing with some of these people? It ain't gonna change nothing, Then the Lord proves himself again with his line of, don't argue with fools from a distance. Nobody knows who the fool really is. You get it?
And all of this, I understand all of this because I understand and accept people. I understand the cloth that I'm cut from. Men are not wrong about women, and women who do my work, anything that has to do with truth and women and the feminine, they know how women are, and they're not wrong about women. The deeper I go, the more I separate from women. Now, my purpose is what it is, right? To support women in ascension, to collect the daughters of the Divine Mother, right? She's coming to collect, right? And the rest of you will be eaten alive, as you should. Survival of the fittest not only applies to men, but women too. A lot of women shouldn't have been born. They're a fucking waste of skin too, right? So I'm here on a mission. But due to the nature of women, women are animals, just like men, right?
Magic M. You get it, mothers? Men? Most High?
Just like men, right? Due to their nature, and they never evolve out of that animalistic nature. So again, when I see how women respond to fallouts, I know you would do it to me, and you will never be trusted. I'll share with you, right? I'll listen to you, right? You may speak certain truths and these things, but I will never trust you because that is who you are. So whilst I'm, here to do all these things, I've become more reserved with myself. My mentees are chosen by me, not by anyone emailing me or any of that, because women may see what they want in me, but I have to determine your character. I have to do that, not you telling me, not you selling yourself to me, because women are always selling themselves.
Hey, good morning.
Right? Because I have to be this way, because women cannot be trusted. Right? And so,
Men neither.
women have been fighting the patriarchy for decades and has made strides, but not in the ways that they want to. You know why? Because of the cloth you are cut from.
Makes sense.
Women are developmentally arrested, emotionally arrested, right? Being smart in school and being able to work and earn money is the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to life. And the truth is, a lot of you can...
Like your grandmothers used to complain about your mothers and shit. All this nigga do is go to work. He don't know how to treat me like a woman. Now all you do go to work. You forgot how to be women so you could get a man. It's so fucking crazy. They really reversed the shit out of yous.
Not be given any power, right? I speak about this a lot.
Like women never worked in history or something. Like, it's like y'all won't pick up a history book and see there's never been an era where women didn't work. What are you fucking talking about?
Power must be taken or assumed. Women can't take power because women don't have any self-control. Just look how you respond to people you fall out with. Women want to destroy someone's reputation, their earning potential, and all these things because of whatever issues y'all have. I never been like that though, so I don't, women will put your children in danger, right? Women will do all kinds of shit because they're angry. So you would push the button, that proverbial button, right? If you were in a position of power, because you're fucking mindless, right? And you can't assume power because you don't have any power within yourself. Power is not given to you by men. The women have been fighting for things that men cannot give them. And if men could, if they were smart, they wouldn't. Women cannot see themselves. And then you wonder why you can't get what you want out of life. Because you are not what you want out of life. It starts with you. And women can't even fucking get along. Y'all can't even part ways amicably. Amicably. Y'all know what I mean. You can't even do that, without destroying someone and their children and their family and their livelihoods. This is what women do. Y'all do it to each other, you do it to men. And you want power and equality. You belong in the house, under control. The feminine is naturally wild and chaotic. The way y'all are is in your femininity. And this is why you have to be controlled.
I need a man to handle me. That's what black women's